For about a decade, J. Cole has been teasing The Fall Off as his final album. I'm going to tell you what I think of it, and whether it's a good swan song for J. Cole as he retires, presumably. It's a 24 double track album and runs about 2 hours, which is certainly a statement for J. Cole to go out on. After beef in 2024 with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, J. Cole seemed to bow out, as in some kind of disciplinary move where he was basically like, look, I'm focusing on the music, not the drama. This is his first album since that fallout. Will it be mentioned? J. Cole attempts to bridge the gap between 90s boom bap and the trap movements of more modern years, and it's going to be quite interesting because the album is split into 2 different discs as a marketing technique. Disc 29, which represents a younger J. Cole, the hunger and anxiety of his early career, and him only at 29 years old. Disc 39 paints the picture of a man, a more developed and mature man. It's kind of penned to be more a reflection of his own legacy, kind of an introspection and a nostalgic tour of what J. Cole perceives himself to be and what he hopes he's perceived to be. Cole does a lot of heavy lifting on this album, but of course he has helps from producers. Disc 29 leads a more kind of aggressive sound. On 2-6 we get these heavy kind of trap synths and this pounding percussion, which certainly sounds like a young Cole. Disc 39 is a more soulful and kind of, it's a sample heavy side. Love Her Again samples the Commons for Light, Badu's The Villist, which provides a warm and kind of authentic backdrop to the album. It makes the albums kind of feel kind of grounded when you but when you visit these beloved songs from the past and kind of sample them and kind of give influence and credence to them. I think The Fall Off is Inevitable is definitely the standout track here. J. Cole kind of tells the story of his life, starting with his his eventual death and working back towards his birth. It's kind of a track that would only work if you if you've been following J. Cole or whether you know about his legacy. It's a song that kind of you need this 20 years of kind of story to kind of make work. Who the Fuck Is You is kind of a more aggressive J. Cole as he kind of takes on a more aggressive persona, and there's beat switches and percussion and synths that are very kind of in your face, but he definitely holds nothing back on this track. Safety and Bunce Road Blues are on there for the old fans. They're definitely more indicative of J. Cole's previous work. Lyrically, if you're kind of looking for more personal, kind of vulnerable J. Cole, Life Sentence is definitely the song for you. It's a metaphor. It kind of describes having the level of fame he has and the level of kind of being in the public view and public interest as kind of like a life sentence. He's portraying it as if he's been sentenced to life, which technically he has if he continues to have the influence he has and the legacy kind of builds. The Lamar and Drake beef are mentioned on this album. He addresses the beef on I Love Her Again. I don't want to say too much about this because I feel it would give spoilers, but go check that out if you're interested in this album. Go right to that track. It's an interesting one. Now, the album feels very raw and authentic, but as you can imagine with an album this long, there is filler there, and some parts can kind of feel dragged out, and dare I say forced at times. I think this is an interesting way to go out. He hasn't ended on a whimper. This is quite an exciting record to go out on, and I'd implore you all to go listen to it. I'll be reviewing it on Album of the Year, which uses the same username as my YouTube. So if you want to know my kind of score, go ahead and listen over there. Well, read over there.